YouTube, how we doing, family? It's your boy Yo, and there's another episode of Yo Hoops. We go through every NBA game every day. Today's Saturday, April 5th, and we have a 5-game NBA card. I'm gonna walk you through every game, let you know which sides I like, and stick around because I'll let you know my highlighted play of the day. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and let me know your favorite game in the comment section below. Without further ado, let me get into today's recap. Recapping yesterday, we dropped our highlighted play of the day. We took the Oklahoma City Thunder laying 6.5 points in Houston against the Houston Rockets. It's possible to lose any game on any given night, but this one genuinely surprised me. Jalen Green and Sengun combined for 65 points, and the Rockets aired them out 125 to 111. I do not expect that over a 7-game series, but it was a sharp play, and I was sick being on the wrong side. Let's get back in that win column today, guys. This isn't my favorite card overall, but I do like our highlighted play, and I'm going to try and sweep it per usual. Without further ado, let me get into today's games. In our first matchup of the afternoon, we have the New York Knicks in Atlanta taking on the Atlanta Hawks. Knicks are laying 3.5 points, and the total is 237. Trae Young and the Knicks rivalry goes back to round 1 of the 2021 playoffs. He hit a game winner, froze the crowd, and the rest was history. These teams always play each other tough. The last meeting was on February 12th, and the Knicks won that one 149 to 148 in Madison Square Garden. At home, if you're going to give me 3.5 points in my back pocket in a game that's always competitive, I have to take it. Jalen Brunson is still out, and now Mitchell Robinson is listed as questionable. The Hawks are known to get up against the better teams in the league, and I think they have a really good chance to win this one outright. I'm sure there will be live betting opportunity, so watch this game and try and get Hawks plus 5.5, plus 6.5, or I'm sure at some point we're going to get the money line for at least plus 200 odds. For me, we're taking the Hawks plus 3.5 as our first selection of the evening. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Memphis Grizzlies in Detroit taking on the Detroit Pistons. Grizzlies are laying 2.5 points, and the total is 241. The Pistons come into this one on the second leg of a back-to-back, flying from Toronto back home to Detroit. Detroit's been playing the better basketball for a while now, but this is a bad spot on no rest with travel. The Grizzlies have slid all the way to the 8th spot in the West, but they are only 2 games behind the Lakers in the 3rd spot. 3rd through 8th in the West is a tight race, so this game is important for Memphis. Ja and Desmond Bane didn't play well in that last game against the Heat, and they still found a way to win it. I think they're locked in tonight, and we see something like a 5-point Grizzlies win. We're taking the Grizzlies laying the 2.5 as our highlighted selection of the evening. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Minnesota Timberwolves in Philadelphia taking on the Philadelphia 76ers. Wolves are laying 16 points, and the total is 225. It's funny, I was done with the Sixers a while ago, but recently they've been drawing me in with these extended lines. This is another one I think Philly keeps within the number. They have just enough pests, Lonnie Walker, Quentin Grimes, Adem Bona. These guys are hungry for their spot, and they hit just enough shots to keep the Sixers slightly competitive. Minnesota is another team like the Kings and the Pacers that I can't trust laying these extended numbers. The Wolves are back at full strength, and I do expect them to be locked in. I don't know if I'll even have any actual dollars on this one, but I have to lean towards the Sixers plus the 16 points as our next selection of the evening. Let's move. In our next matchup, we have the Milwaukee Bucks in Miami taking on the Miami Heat. Heat are laying 1 point, and the total is 213.5. The Heat have been rolling. They won 6 of their last 7 games and have covered in 7 straight. They do come into this one slightly banged up, though. Andrew Wiggins and Nikola Jovic are both ruled out. Then Tyler Hero and Haywood Highsmith are both listed as questionable. I want to know if Hero plays, but either way, I'm leaning towards the Bucks. To me, there's too much expectation on the Heat in this spot. They're the slight favorites, so there's no value on the line. And at the end of the day, the Bucks have the best player on the court, Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Bucks outmatch them in size, and unless someone like Alec Burks goes for 35 points, the Heat probably lose this game. We're taking the Bucks on the money line as our next selection of the evening. Let's move. In our last and final matchup of the evening, we have the Dallas Mavericks in LA taking on the LA Clippers. Clippers are laying 8 points, and the total is 220. We saw this exact same matchup last night, and the Clippers won it 114 to 91. I'll let you guys know I'm only betting the Mavs if Anthony Davis plays, and the same goes for this one. He's listed as questionable. He obviously didn't play last night, so he is rested. Sometimes in sports, you can have the exact same matchup 2 nights in a row, but get completely different results. If Anthony Davis plays, I wouldn't be surprised if the Mavs have a chance to win this one outright down the stretch. Like I'm saying, I'm personally waiting for the injury update, but for now, I do lean towards the Mavs +8 as our last and final selection of the evening. Let's move. And that's going to conclude today's video. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. We've now dropped a couple highlighted plays in a row, but let's get back in that win column today. Let's make this last week an absolutely huge one. I appreciate the support so much. I do this every day for free, so please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It's your boy, Yo! And until the next one, I'ma catch y'all. Peace.